Chomsky's influential theory, which focused on the speaker's capacity to create sentences, there is the lexical approach, which holds that a minority of spoken sentences are entirely novel creations and emphasizes that memorized patterns form a higher proportion of speech. Finally, there are collocations, that are regular occurrences together with words. For example, do your homework and make your bed. Other lexical units are binomials like loud and clear, trinomials like tall, dark, and handsome, idioms like cry over spilled milk, similes like cute as a button, connectives like then and lastly, and conversational gambits like terrible weather today. In language learning, lexis is also important. Nattinger commented, "Perhaps we should base our teaching on the assumption that language production consists of piecing together the ready-made units appropriate for every situation, and the comprehension relies on knowing which of these patterns to predict in this situation." According to Polly and Sider, native speakers have hundreds of prepackaged phrases in their lexical inventory, so the implications for second language learning are uncertain. So the question is, how might second language learning, lacking the language experiential base of native speakers, approach the task of internalizing this massive inventory of lexical usage? Krashen estimates that reading equals a massive amount of language input, which is the only effective approach to this learning. Another option considers making the class a laboratory in which students explore contexts of lexical units via computer databases. The final option is called contrastive approach, which suggests that for a number of languages there is a degree of overlap in the form and meaning of lexical collocations. Therefore, a massive learning load is an unavoidable consequence. Lewis realized that there was no theory for the lexical approach, so he wrote his own assumptions. Some of them are: noticing lexical chunks are necessary but not sufficient for input to become intake. Noticing similarities and differences help turn input into intake. And acquisition is not based on the application of formal rules but on an accumulation of examples.